All right. Well, while we're talking about things from 10 years ago, there's a new update to Tablo. And I know I joke. We just talked about Tablo actually a couple weeks ago because we were discussing how they were reimbursing folks who had put money down on their 3.0 product, their ATSC 3.0 product. And we wondered what is going on, what this is the right thing to do, but is that indicative of anything? And they just announced Tablo 4, a new version of hardware that is a bit of a reimagining of the platform. Now, this comes to us pretty much via Dave Zatz, as most of this kind of information always does. He noticed that they had an announcement out on their blog, and by Tablo is no longer an independent entity. They were actually acquired by a broadcaster. I don't remember what company specifically, but everyone was wondering, what would that mean? Are they going to make it, specific to their needs? Are they going to cripple it in any way? Well, they have changed it, but I don't know what your take on this is, Josh, but from everything I can see, it sounds like they've changed it for the better. So the first thing is that it is going to require no subscription fee now. The guide data will be available for free as part of your initial purchase costs of the hardware. So that's a good thing. They're also going to offer free ad-supported channels. Remember those kind of linear channels that we see on so many other services, in addition to the over-the-air content that the Tablo is known for. And the over-the-air content comes at you the same way it always has, through two ATSC 1.0 tuners. So that's the same tuners that we've seen on devices for years and years. They have a 4-tuner device plan, but the one that they're currently making available is going to have 2 tuners. And this is going to cost you $100. And that's all in. That includes support. That includes your data. And it also includes, and I think this is new, onboard storage for up to 50 hours of recording time. And then, of course, you can still add your own external recording storage as always. It's still a network device. They haven't changed that. And they have another bundle where for another $10 initially, you'll get an antenna with it, or the real price is going to be $130. Of course, all of these are rounded down by a penny, but I don't say those prices because it's ridiculous. But this looks really, really good. If you're interested in over the air and you like the Tablo products historically, this seems like a nice new version.
It does. And like it's smaller, it looks pretty, if that matters at all. It's kind of surprising to me, frankly. Like it's weird to see a company go from having a subscription model to not having a subscription model.
Right.
And I'm glad you reminded me, because I had forgotten too that they were recently acquired. And so maybe that's why. But, selling hardware without a subscription tends to be a difficult business to keep running. So, I mean, I'm glad that people aren't going to have to pay a subscription anymore, as long as it means that Tablo is still around in a year. So everything about this looks good. No subscription. It's a good price. It has onboard storage. It's not a lot, but it's enough to get you going. And like it's obviously a little bit unfortunate that it's ATSC 1.0 tuners, which is, like you said, the legacy style. It's what we've had for the last 15 years or more. But it does the job, and it's cheap. Like $100 to get this going is a really nice price. And then they've got apps for basically every other device that you would want to be able to watch your content on. So I think I think they're knocking it out of the park with this release.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by this. And Tablo's always been a little bit of an odd model. Remember when they first started out, it was bring your own everything. It was a box that had tuners in it that you put on your network, you put your own storage in it, you put your own antenna on it. I mean, it was so bare bones. And for it to have evolved as much as it has, and really, I think with this release, refined so nicely in an age where you forget that over the air is still a thing. And over the air is a bigger thing now than folks might expect. Like we're now at that point where fewer people have cable than have streaming services. Think about that. Like that's the tipping point, right? But more people have traditional TV, meaning cable or over the air, than streaming. So over the air is now making up that difference, right? Which is kind of weird.
It is. But over the air has been such a great experience. Like the video quality is typically fantastic.
Right.
Yep. And it's free. And I think the other thing to point out with over the air is, we always say the phrase that everyone always uses in this industry is content is king. Well, you know what you can watch for free every Sunday from September through January? Your local NFL football team. And that's what matters. And as long as you can do that over the air for free, I think we're still going to have over the air free TV.
Yeah. Agreed.